Welcome to Housing TV News. Glad to have you join us on Business News. I am Mimuna Bagudu. Here are the top stories. Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation (NDIC) assures Heritage Bank customers of fund safety. Electricity subsidies cost Nigeria 1.91 trillion naira in 2024. Lagos wants contractors to meet deadlines on housing projects. Dangote Cement to raise 300 billion naira in bond insurance. Nigerian equity market gains 77 billion naira in a week. Now the news in detail. The managing director of the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation (NDIC), Bello Hassan, has reassured customers of the defunct Heritage Bank that their deposits are safe despite the bank's closure in June 2024. The NDIC, acting as the bank's liquidator, swiftly began reimbursing depositors up to the 5 million naira insured limit, leveraging bank verification numbers (BVNs) for seamless payouts. Hassan emphasized ongoing efforts to recover the bank's assets to settle uninsured deposits above the 5 million naira threshold. The NDIC reiterated its commitment to ensuring financial stability, adhering to international deposit insurance standards, and safeguarding depositors' interests. Now, the Central Bank of Nigeria's Monetary Policy Committee (MPC) is expected to adopt a hawkish stance in its final meeting for 2024 as rising inflation and fiscal pressures dominate discussions. Analysts predict a potential 50 basis point hike in the monetary policy rate, currently at 27.25%, to curb inflationary trends and attract foreign investment. Key considerations from the MPC include volatile energy prices, foreign exchange fluctuations, and Nigerians' ballooning debt profile. Despite these challenges, the committee aims to balance price stability with economic growth while addressing structural issues affecting inflation. Now, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NEC) has revealed that the federal government spent 1.91 trillion naira on electricity subsidies between January and November 2024. This figure marks a significant increase of over 200% compared to 2023, with escalating generation costs driving the subsidy burden. Despite efforts to reduce subsidies by eliminating them for Band A customers, challenges persist in achieving cost-reflective tariffs. Power distribution companies recorded increased revenue collections, but funding shortfalls remain a concern as the government continues to cover tariff gaps for lower-income customer bands. Three major Nigerian banks, including FBN Holdings, United Bank for Africa (UBA), and Stanbic IBTC Holdings, are set to raise over 500 billion naira through right issuance to meet the Central Bank of Nigeria's new capital base requirements. FBN Holdings has launched a 150 billion naira right issue, offering one new share for every 6 held, priced at 25% per share. UBA aims to raise 239.39 billion naira with one share for every 5 held at 35 naira per share, while Stanbic IBTC is seeking approval for 148.71 billion naira issue at 50.50 naira per share. Analysts suggest the right issues reflect majority shareholders' efforts to maintain control while allowing existing investors to increase their stakes. Shareholder groups have urged members to take up their rights, emphasizing the long-term benefits of increased capital and higher share values. Now, the Lagos State government has issued a stern warning to contractors handling housing projects, including the Sango Tedo Housing Estate Phase 2, to adhere to agreed timelines or risk contract termination. Commissioner for Housing Moruf Akindero Fatai expressed dissatisfaction with the slow process during a recent site inspection, emphasizing the government's commitment to delivering on its promises in the housing sector. The Sango Tedo Housing Estate Phase 2, expected to add over 500 housing units, has faced delays despite significant government support. The Ministry of Housing has directed contractors to expedite work without compromising quality, stressing that project delays will no longer be tolerated. Let's take a break here. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back. Now, Dangote Cement PLC has announced plans to issue bonds under its 300 billion naira multi-instrument insurance program. The company has secured board approval to assess medium to long-term debt funding through the domestic capital market. The funds will be used to refinance existing debt and support working capital needs. The bond issuance is expected to proceed shortly, subject to favorable market conditions, following approval from the Securities and Exchange Commission. The Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors (NIQS) has unveiled plans to launch a cost data bank to enhance project cost benchmarking and decision-making in the construction industry. Now, according to NIQS President Kene Nzekwe, the data bank will serve as a vital tool for improving financial accountability and efficiency in project delivery. In addition to the cost data bank, NIQS has introduced initiatives such as the Building and Engineering Standard Method of Measurement to promote transparency and consistency. The Institute urges professionals and the government to adopt these measures to ensure sustainable development in the construction sector. The Nigerian stock market added 77 billion naira to its capitalization last week, pushing it closer to the 60 trillion naira milestone. Now, the all-share index rose by 0.11%, closing at 97,829.02 points amid positive investor sentiment. Leading the performance, sectors like insurance and consumer goods saw significant gains, driven by buy interest in companies such as Unilever and Dangote Sugar. However, analysts predict a possible slowdown as investors engage in profit-taking and react to the anticipated hawkish stance of the Monetary Policy Committee. That's the much we can take on business news on Housing TV Africa. But before we go, here is a recap of our top stories. Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation (NDIC) assures Heritage Bank customers of fund safety. Electricity subsidies cost Nigeria 1.91 trillion naira in 2024. Lagos wants contractors to meet deadlines on housing projects. Dangote Cement to raise 300 billion naira in bond issuance. And we also saw that Nigerian equity market gains 77 billion naira in a week. For more news in the business world, subscribe to Housing TV Africa on YouTube and follow Housing TV Africa on all social media platforms. Do not forget to download the Housing TV Africa mobile app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. I am Mimina Bagudu. Bye for now.
Visit Housing TV Africa on YouTube and click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to Housing TV Africa to stay updated on latest happenings in Nigeria's housing sector. Follow our social media pages, like and share our posts. On Facebook, Housing TV Africa. On Twitter, Housing TV Africa. Instagram, Housing TV Africa.
Housing TV Africa, your first in housing development broadcasting.